Junior Conductors. I'm Conductor Carl, and welcome aboard the Storytime Express. Conductor Gordon and I are heading back to the train station. We went to look at some new steam engines, and I'm driving one of them right now. We need more to carry all the new passengers that visit the train station. It takes a really powerful engine to pull a long line of train cars. Did you know what sound an engine makes when it's speeding down the tracks? It's a choo-choo! If you're ready for a great day at the train station, why don't you give me a big choo-choo? Hey, Junior Conductors, thanks for coming along to visit the train station. I sure do love working on trains. Oh, have you ever ridden on a train before? It's a lot of fun. The train is a powerful engine that moves along really fast along these tracks. Let's pretend we're a choo-choo train. All right, you ready? We're gonna move our arms like this. Chugga, 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 chugga. Now do choo-choo. You ready? Chugga, 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 choo-choo. All right, now you do your arms like this while we listen to a fun song.
I'm a choo-choo train. Choo-choo-choo-choo train. I'm a choo-choo train. Choo-choo-choo-choo train. Yeah, I'm a choo-choo train. I zoom across the nation. I'm a choo-choo train. See ya at the station. I'm a choo-choo train.
That was a fun song, and I liked pretending to be a choo-choo train. But are we really choo-choo trains? No, we're people. We're different than trains. Trains are made of, well, metal, and they run off steam. But we have skin and bones, and we run off delicious food like hamburgers and hot dogs. Steam engines can pull a big line of train cars, but they can't talk like you or me. In fact, tell me your favorite color. Yeah, you know, a train car, it can't do that. And that makes me think about God. He's different than everyone else. God is very special. And one thing I love about God is that He helps us to become more like Him. Oh no, we'll never become God. There's only one God, but we sure can think and act a lot more like Jesus.
Hi, Conductor Carl. Ooh, did you find a new steam engine?
Sure did. I found the perfect one for you to drive. Guess what? We can paint it any color we want.
Ooh, thank you. That sounds like so much fun. No, what were you and the junior conductors talking about?
Oh, I was explaining to the junior conductors about Jesus and, well, how He's holy. Oh my, look at the time. Well, I have to get going or else my train full of passengers are gonna be late. Bye.
Bye. Huh. Jesus is holy. I wonder what Conductor Carl is talking about. What does that mean? Huh. Oh, hey, Farmer Faye.
Hi, it looks like you're thinking about something.
Yeah. Did you know that Jesus is holy?
Holy, huh, he is? You know, my garden hose has holes in it. Yeah, that's where the water comes out to water my plants. Oh, junior conductors, let's pretend to water plants. Ready? Okay, get your hose and water the plants. Do you think Jesus is like my garden hose? Is that how he gives us rain?
I don't know if that's what it means. Let's keep thinking. Junior conductors, why don't you visit the music store and help us by learning our big point?
Hello, junior conductors. Welcome to the music store. Let's sing today's big point. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. That was wonderful. Let's do that again. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. Great job. See you next time.
Whew. This is a good idea. Food always helps me think better.
Yeah.
Oh, Farmer Faith, Engineer Kelly, hey, welcome to the shop.
Hey, Miles, we thought we'd try a plate of your yummy cheese.
Junior conductors, what do you see in this slice of cheese?
Yeah, you're right. It has holes in it.
You know, it's supposed to have holes. It's called Swiss cheese. You see, the bacteria that makes the cheese gives it a special taste. And it also creates holes with air. Everyone, breathe out a big breath.
Is Jesus full of holes like this?
Did you know that my brother is full of holes? That's because your brother is a sock, Willard. I know. He works for the mayor of the city. He is a dress sock. I'm pretty sure Jesus is not full of holes, Willard.
But Conductor Carl did say that Jesus is holy.
Yes, but that's a different word. I mean, it sounds the same, but it means something very different. You know, when I have a big question, you know, like, where does lint come from? I like to ask Professor Beaker.
Oh, you know what? That's a really good idea.
Yes. And be sure to ask him about the lint. I've always wondered where lint comes from. You know, what you find in the dryer after you dry clothes? You haven't been in the dryer in years. Let's sell some more cheese.
Oh, Engineer Kelly, Farmer Faith. Oh, welcome. Did you know I was just working on my newest project? It's a model of the solar system.
Whoa, cool. But you know, we actually have a question about something else.
Yeah, Professor Beaker, what does Jesus is holy mean? You know, we heard that it's not the same as being full of holes.
Oh, yes, that is correct. You know, I think my model might help us understand better. All right, now what do you see?
I see the sun and all the planets that they're going in circles around it.
That's because the sun is so powerful that it keeps all the planets spinning around it.
Ooh, and it's bright.
Oh, and that's because the sun produces light and warmth. So much that it warms our planet and gives us daylight.
Ooh, could you get close and touch it?
Oh, no. It would be much too hot. Oh, the sun would hurt you if you touched it. You see, just like the sun is powerful and uses its power to help us, God is powerful, and he uses his power to help us too. He is the only God, just like we only have one sun in our solar system. Listen to this verse from 1 Peter 1:15. The God who chose you is holy.
Does that mean that we can't get near God? Like we can't get near the sun?
Well, there's some good news for you, Farmer Faith. Because of Jesus, we can be very near to God. Jesus is good and kind, and he loves us. And only a holy God is that kind And one day, we'll even get to live with Jesus.
Thanks, Professor Beaker. Oh, that helps so much. Maybe we should practice our big point again.
Hello, junior conductors. Welcome to the music store. Let's sing today's big point. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. That was wonderful. Let's do that again. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. Great job. See you next time.
Junior conductors, our big point says Jesus is holy. Today's true story from the Bible is about Jesus. When Jesus walked around on earth, he looked just like you and me. Did you know that Jesus is also God? It's true. One day when Jesus was living on earth, 3 of his friends, let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. 3 of his friends got to see just how amazing Jesus looks in heaven. Heaven is the beautiful place where Jesus is right now. Well, his 3 friends were Peter, James, and John. They helped Jesus on earth, and Jesus loved them very much. One day, Jesus took them to the top of a mountain. Let's pretend to climb a tall mountain. Everyone stand up and let's climb. Oh, climbing is tough. It is hard work. You have to use your legs and your arms. Look, I see a mountain goat and an eagle flying so high. Keep going. We're almost there. And we made it. Good job. You can have a seat on your pockets. Well, right there on top of that mountain, Jesus was changed. Jesus' face became so bright it lit up the whole mountain. Even his clothes were suddenly brighter than anything they had ever seen. Peter, James, and John got to see that Jesus is perfect, powerful, and oh so beautiful. Peter loved seeing Jesus' holiness because it gave him so much joy. Peter didn't want it to end. He wanted to stay on that mountain. Have you ever ridden on a carousel? Let's stand up and pretend to ride on a merry-go-round. You climb on that horse or tiger, and it's so much fun you don't want it to stop. That's how Peter felt when he saw that Jesus was holy, perfect, and beautiful. Just then, they heard God the Father's voice. His voice was very powerful, and Peter and his friends got so scared they fell to the ground. Can you all crouch down on the ground? Just then, Jesus came up and touched Peter on the shoulder. He said, "Don't be afraid." Everyone say, "Whew." Good job. You can sit back on your pockets. Jesus is holy. That means that he is powerful and perfect and is always kind and good. You never have to wonder if Jesus will be mean or hurt you. He will never do that. Jesus is not weak either. He is strong enough to help with any problem. Just like Jesus told Peter to not be afraid, we don't have to be afraid either. I know that Jesus loves me and he is my best friend. He loves you too. So remember our big point. Jesus is holy.
Conductor Carl! I think we understand what you meant about Jesus being holy.
Yeah. You know, at first we thought it meant that Jesus was full of holes.
Oh, oops. I guess I didn't explain things very well.
Yeah, well, Professor Beaker helped us understand.
Oh,
Yeah, he explained that Jesus is powerful, but also helpful.
that's true. I'm glad that our God's holy. That means he won't ever do anything that's bad or mean.
Oh, he won't? Woo! That's such a relief.
Yeah, Professor Beaker said that because of Jesus, we can be near to God even though he's powerful.
That's true. He's right. Jesus is powerful, and he helps us become part of God's family so that we can be friends with God.
I can't believe we get to be friends with God. He's so big and powerful.
And that's why it's really good news. It's also good that Jesus helps us to think and act like he does. We can do that every single day. Why we can become holy too.
Speaking of a different kind of holy, let's visit Miles and Willard's cheese shop. Ooh, to try some of that delicious cheese with holes in it.
That's a good idea.
Hello, junior conductors. Welcome to the music store. Let's sing today's big point. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. That was wonderful. Let's do that again. Put your hand up to your ear. Jesus is holy. Great job. See you next time.
I'm glad that Engineer Kelly and Farmer Faith learned that Jesus is holy. Like Peter, James, and John saw on the mountain, Jesus is powerful and special. No one's the same as Jesus, but Jesus is also kind and good. Being holy means he'll never do the wrong thing. And that makes me feel better to know that God is holy. I'm glad that I can become more like Jesus. And you can talk about how Jesus is holy with your family when you do this week's Big Do. Put on some music that talks about Jesus and use that time to worship him because he's holy. Have a great week.